But first, is it time to admit that Brexit was just a big mistake?
The point is, if you're going to do a job, do it properly. We trusted the Tories to do the job properly, and fundamentally they haven't.
Remember what Richard Tice says here. The Tories haven't done the job properly. It's a bit strange then that during the following argument he fundamentally contradicts himself several times. It's not that easy to spot because he says stuff with such assurance. But let's carry on and I'll point it out.
But I'm sorry, Gemma, all that stuff, all those people you've quoted, the Bloombergs, the Reuters, they all said...
OBR.
Right, the OBR, what? Is that like one of the worst forecasting organisations we've got that's never
IMF.
accurate? Again,
Reuters.
always wrong.
Goldman Sachs.
They said, let's take the city, they said 75,000 jobs would be lost in the City of London. They now admit, sheepishly, oh, it's about 7,500. They were completely wrong. Let's just get the facts.
The
facts are, our economy, since we left at the end of 2020, has grown faster than Germany, France and Italy.
Let's focus in on Tice saying the economy is doing well. Well, surely that means he's saying the Tories haven't messed it up as bad as he originally said. Oh, but here's the thing.
We're all sluggish because of completely different factors, mainly to do with high energy prices, net zero, raising taxes and not deregulating. There's a reason why the US is growing at 3% a year and we're not growing at all. It's because of cheap energy, daft, burdensome regulations getting in the way. That's the reason why.
Ironically, the only version of Brexit that could have been a win, which would have been awful, would be like the Liz Truss version. Deregulate everything. Make us like Singapore. Don't believe in the NHS.
Singapore's a very successful high-growth economy.
Absolutely, but it's a very different way to the way that Brits like to live. And we like things like the NHS.
We like to live in recession.
The game Tice has to play is one where he's trying to portray, on the one hand, we're not doing as bad as you'd think and Brexit isn't to blame, so that he can push the other point that we could be doing so much better with less regulations and net zero and all the other stuff. Finally, in this next part, it seems he says the Tories have fed money into the NHS. So here again, it sounds as if they are doing better than Tice makes out.
And a lot of people voted for Brexit because they thought that all that money was going to be going into the NHS, which was a complete and utter lie.
Nonsense, Gemma. More money's gone into the NHS than even was talked about on the side of the bus.
I won't have that. No, because that
absolutely
figure...
know that's right.
No, that figure includes PPE lane money, and it also includes the $37 billion from test and trace. No, they include that in the overall figure.
So you say the side of the...
Click here for another round of Tice versus Forte in Has Brexit Fouled?